Thank you for that question. If you're not familiar, we have an IEEE Entrepreneurship community currently, which has about 17,000 members. It is not an affinity group like the young professionals. It is not an affinity group like women in engineering. It is a community. And they're doing precisely what you talked about. They're bringing in early stage innovators. They're bringing in venture capitalists. They're bringing in people like you with ideas. Remember, I said innovation in the face of adversity. That's what we're doing right now. March 12th, I was face to face in the classroom. March 19th, all of that just changed, right? It went completely online, and our students were struggling. So I started meeting with my students online, asking them what challenges they had, and interestingly, they had lots of solutions. And some of them were, well, what if we take all of these materials, our Honor Society etiquette, and you said, we've done a lot of tutorials on MATLAB, on LabVIEW, and so forth. Can we put that on online to help other students? And we want to do it for free. Go for it, right? And is there a way for us to vet that? ILN is now talking about academies, not with an engineer, not with an editor-in-chief, but an educator-in-chief. Learning objects. This is a fascinating concept because it's not about static content. You can shape and mold the content to suit where you are as a beginner, intermediate, or advanced learner, and the learning object interacts with you. So we're doing some really, really interesting things within the IEEE, and the Entrepreneurship Community, is one that I see that will be a big driver of bringing in new members to the IEEE, right? Social innovation is going to be huge in the next decade. People are going to be looking at values, trust, openness, respect, accountability. They're looking at how we're balancing ourselves. For a long time, globalization has given us these technologies that we're enjoying, created by our members, but it's also had an impact on the environment, forest fires, hurricanes, and whatnot. So suddenly now with working from home, we have blue skies, we have birds chirping, and people from Beijing to Bangalore to Los Angeles, where I live, are actually seeing blue skies and saying, this is beautiful. We need to go back to our values, and we need to provide for a sustainable future. And all of this, I believe, takes entrepreneurship. And let me not, paint a very, very optimistic picture saying that, all of this is going to happen just because we try. If you talk to any entrepreneur, they would tell you they try 10 things, 9 of the 10 things are going to fail. But that's how you succeed. You try. Without trying, failure is part of success. And it's the other side of the coin. And I believe the IEEE entrepreneurship community in particular is well suited to connect young professionals, to connect the financial community, and to bring other policymakers, because governments will play a part, the policies that they take. We haven't even talked about access. You could have the fastest computer at your home, but without internet access, what good is that going to do? And how do you get electricity, right? If you're in a remote part of the world, there's no transmission lines. Who's going to provide power to you? Distributed energy sources. I think there's so much we can do with entrepreneurship, and there's most definitely a priority on my agenda. When I talk about value, adapting structures, resources, and relevance, entrepreneurship is number one, right? Innovating in the face of adversity. Thank you.